Hey folks, Saturday, 2 o'clock, I went to the coin show that occurs every few months in the area, and I got some pickups that I think some were okay and some were pretty cool, and I will just commence with the yip yaps and start showing it off. So first thing I did is I picked up a tube of some silverweight here in the form of Merc Dimes. So we've all seen these. They're not not really worth grading. They're just common dates that have been circulated. They don't even like to focus. There we go. So right, we've seen these before. Still pretty cool. I like them. They're a nice way to get fractional silver at a pretty decent price. I paid $66 or $67 for this tube, which one could argue maybe they could save a buck or two, but I think it was a pretty decent price. So this is not the coolest pickup, but it's really cool regardless. I got a 2012 Burnished Eagle, right? So the big deal is that these are the one with the W on the back that look comparable to a bullion, but actually Brian the Log, who is an awesome guy, awesome channel, did a little research on these and shared some videos some time ago, like I'm gonna say 7-8 months ago, doing comparisons between the bullions and the and these, and there's some things Salvador Metal mentioned, for example, that if you look at the bullions, they might not be perfectly centered around the rim. These are struck like proofs, but it's just a different finish. The striking technique, they're struck like proofs. So it says 135 on there. I got them down to 120, which if you look online, you're really not going to find these for any better. I mean, I saw one last night for 130 in the same PCGS case. So, hey, $10 is $10. This gives me my Burnished Eagle collection years of 2011, 12, 13, 14. So I'll probably be shopping around with my credit card points for a 2015 slabbed Burnished Eagle as well in the months, in the days, weeks, months to come. So that's that. So here's a couple things that double sixes George might like, and Canadian coin enthusiasts. I got totem dollars. They're both uncirculated, and I would say the one's finish is a little more BU than the other, but both very nice. Right, so the queen on this one, you can see she's a little beat up, so this would probably come out to like an MS 62 maybe. This one here would come out higher, at least a 64. But the more interesting side being the totem, both of them were really nice. So I paid $35 for this one and $30 for the other one with the the one that would probably grade less. So not too bad. So now for Lady Liberty Stacker, Cyber Curtain Twitcher, and Frank P. Numi Metals. This is the part you guys are gonna like, okay? I have a couple of the later ones that were minted in 69 and 74 from the Franklin Mint, but yeah, I went old school. I picked up some Balboas produced by the US Mint for some years, and not all full Balboas. So I'll start with this. What we have here is a 1932 1/10 ounce Balboa. There's the front. There's the back, and also worth mentioning, I picked up the Balboas and the totems from my Mexican silver hookup over at the coin show. Really nice couple, and my God, I'm terrible with names, and let alone asking for them. So, anyway, I wish I had a card to show because I think they're spectacular with the variety and the prices and repeat customer loyalty. So next one I have is a 1953. This one is BU, and I believe this is the 50-cent Balboa. We all love 50 cent, right? Every one of us. Very nice detail. Very nice. Really love the stuff that this couple has. He was showing me some other coins that I'll have to do research on. One was a 1860, I forget the exact year, but it was a 50-cent peso, half peso, and it was in like AU condition. It was looking really nice, but I told him I'll have to think about that because it was a pricier one. It was $300. So we have here a 1947 BU full Balboa. Really, really nice detail. Really nice, luster to it. Just like all the classic U.S. silver. Really nice. Which this is. Just like the Panama centavos with the MacArthur on them. They're all minted in the U.S. Just really sharp strike. Just to be preserved for nearly 70 years with no wear or tear. So the next two, they're not BU per se. So the first one I have here is 1931, and there were other ones that I was looking at, and they were a little more worn, relatively speaking. So I kind of passed. This one's got quite a bit of toning on it, probably like an AU grade, at least here. But 1931 is a pretty good year. Yeah, I would say AU. Chime in, Frank. And okay, here we go, Frank. You're not the only one with mixed emotions. 1934. And I would also say this is probably like an AU grade. And if for anyone else that maybe is not a subscriber to the Frank P. Numi Metals channel, I say go ahead, give the guy a shot because he certainly has his knowledge about these coins, and I pick up things from the guy. Very smart, very bright guy. And this is the key date. This is the one with the lowest mintage. That mintage off the top of my head. My God, numbers get them mixed up in my head. And if I said a number, it's probably going to be a lie. So I'm going to say this is the key date, though. 1934, yes. Shows how much I know. Like I said, numbers. So, all in all, I would say it was a good day for going to the coin show. With the spot prices going up Friday afternoon this weekend, it did not seem like a good week to pull any trigger on a bullion product. If spot drops again, I'm certainly going to get in, but I think it was a good numismatic weekend. So stay tuned. Sometime later into next week, I'm crossing my fingers that I get my Heritage Auction winnings. And I'll just leave you with a little hint. It's a PDS set. Nothing more than that. The rest of you just gonna have to go back and look at my older videos to kind of get a clue what my favorite collection is. If you don't know, just look at my YouTube channel name. You'll know. So yeah, that was a long hesitation with nothing. Have a good Saturday, folks, and if you want to interact, I'm always on the FT Ideas Hangouts. He has them recurring on Thursdays and Fridays every week lately, and it's a fun place to come in and get ideas from and to express yourself. See you all later.